Many poultry farmers think chicks die because of disease. But on most farms, the real killer is much simpler. It's a brooder mistake that silently weakens chicks long before farmers realize something is wrong. Your chicks may still be eating. They may still be walking around. But inside their bodies, stress is already building. And once that stress crosses a certain point, mortality begins. In this video, I'm going to show you the single brooder mistake that kills thousands of chicks every day, and how to fix it immediately before it destroys your flock. But first, I'd like to know something. Where are you watching from? Tell me your country or city in the comments. It's always interesting to see poultry farmers from different parts of the world learning together. And if you want practical poultry knowledge that helps you raise stronger, healthier chicks, consider subscribing to the channel. Now let's look at the mistake most farmers don't even realize they are making. When farmers prepare a brooder, they usually focus on three things: feed, water, and heat. And while those things are important, many people overlook the balance between heat, air, and space inside the brooder. When this balance is wrong, chicks become stressed, not suddenly, but gradually. And the most common problem behind this stress is improper brooder temperature management. Temperature mistakes don't always look dramatic. There may be no obvious warning at first, but inside the chick's body, something very important begins to change. The chick's metabolism starts struggling to maintain its core body temperature. And once that happens, everything else in the chick's body begins to weaken. Let's understand why. Unlike adult chickens, newly hatched chicks cannot regulate their body temperature effectively. For the first weeks of life, they rely heavily on external heat from the brooder environment. Their bodies are still developing. Their feathers are thin. Their ability to conserve heat is extremely limited. According to poultry physiology research published in Poultry Science, newly hatched chicks require environmental temperatures close to 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, during the first week of life. This temperature allows the chick's body to focus energy on growth, digestion, immune development. But when brooder temperature drops too low, something critical happens. The chick must divert energy away from growth and use it simply to stay warm. Imagine trying to grow rapidly while your body is constantly fighting cold stress. That's exactly what happens inside a poorly managed brooder. And the result is predictable. Chicks begin to weaken, but farmers often miss the first warning signs. The biggest mistake farmers make is assuming that having a heat source automatically means the brooder temperature is correct. Many brooders have a lamp, charcoal stove, or gas heater, but temperature inside the brooder is rarely uniform. Some areas may be too hot, others may be too cold. This creates temperature stress zones. Chicks move constantly trying to find comfort, but weaker chicks cannot compete for the best position. Stronger birds occupy the warmest areas. The weaker ones are pushed to the edges, and those chicks often become the first casualties. This is why farmers sometimes notice something confusing. Most chicks look healthy, but a few begin dying. It's not random. It's a temperature imbalance, and chicks communicate this problem through behavior. One of the most reliable indicators of brooder comfort is how chicks position themselves around the heat source. Experienced poultry farmers don't just watch the thermometer. They watch the birds. When temperature is correct, chicks spread evenly across the brooder. Some are eating, some are resting, some are exploring. No area looks overcrowded. This distribution tells you the environment is balanced. But when temperature becomes incorrect, chick behavior changes quickly. And that leads us to the next important observation. If chicks crowd tightly under the heat source, the brooder is too cold. They huddle together to conserve warmth. Unfortunately, this crowding can cause suffocation, trampling, and rapid mortality. If chicks move far away from the heat source and gather along the edges of the brooder, the environment is too hot. They're trying to escape excessive heat. And if chicks appear restless and constantly moving between areas, temperature may be fluctuating. These small behavioral clues are extremely valuable because temperature stress doesn't just affect comfort. It directly affects digestion and immunity. Inside the chick's body, temperature stress triggers a chain reaction. When chicks become cold, their bodies increase metabolic activity to generate heat. This increases energy demand. But if the chick is not eating enough to support that demand, energy reserves begin to fall. The immune system weakens. The digestive system slows. Nutrients are not absorbed efficiently. Research from the Journal of Applied Poultry Research shows that temperature stress during early brooding significantly reduces growth rate and increases susceptibility to disease. In simple terms, a chick struggling to stay warm becomes easier for pathogens to attack. That's why temperature mistakes often appear to cause mysterious disease outbreaks. The real cause started earlier, with the brooder environment. Fortunately, this problem is one of the easiest to correct. Start by checking your brooder temperature with a reliable thermometer. For most chicks during the first week, the target should be around 32 to 35 degrees Celsius. After the first week, temperature can gradually decrease by about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius each week. But numbers alone are not enough. Always observe chick behavior. Use the birds themselves as your guide. Also make sure heat spreads evenly across the brooder. Reflective brooder guards or proper heat lamp positioning can help distribute warmth more uniformly. Another important factor is dry litter. Wet bedding absorbs heat and makes chicks feel colder than the actual air temperature. Keeping litter dry improves brooder comfort dramatically. Many farmers focus only on warmth, but heat without ventilation creates another serious problem: poor air quality. As chicks breathe and produce droppings, moisture and ammonia accumulate inside the brooder. Without fresh air, this environment becomes stressful. Respiratory irritation increases, and chicks become more vulnerable to infection. The key is balancing warmth with gentle air movement. Good ventilation removes harmful gases while maintaining brooder temperature. This balance creates the ideal environment for chick development. Successful poultry farmers know that raising strong chicks is not about luck. It's about management. The brooder environment shapes the future of the entire flock. When temperature, air quality, and space are balanced, chicks grow stronger every day. They eat better. Their immune systems develop properly, and mortality drops dramatically. Remember this: chicks rarely die without warning. Most losses begin with small management mistakes that quietly weaken the birds. But when you understand those mistakes, you gain the power to fix them. You're not just raising chickens. You're building a system that supports life from the very first day. And when your brooder is managed correctly, everything on your farm becomes easier. Better growth, better health, better profit. In the next video, we'll look at another issue many farmers face: why weak chicks suddenly stop eating, and what that means for their survival. Because that behavior often reveals problems inside the chick's gut that most farmers never notice.